Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Metal Mark the Boss Twitching. I'm Metal Mark the Boss. Yeah, this time I'll try to remember to cut myself off before I go past my intro. Like, cause you know, the way I do this, it drags my videos forward. So for every second I go past my hour allot time, it just pulls away my video in the front. So then when you tune in to watch, you won't hear no hey, hello, or introduction because I went past time. But I got more of the game in, so I'm not really mad at it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this
big lead. That was another
lead.
pick six for the people just tuning in.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception.
I don't know if I'm going to get the ball back to be able to run on that third touchdown.
For the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following
right
that
now,
pick
if my
six.
dude gets another touchdown running, he's the all-time running leader
this will be taken in at the
for most touchdowns in a season.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared
and I could
up
just
to
go
take the
drop
field.
because they're just
And
going to keep
fresh off
throwing.
The pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best.
He didn't get far,
that taking
though.
care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins.
His line's too tired.
And that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
His line is finally beat down.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Oh, I ran too far out if I'd have cut the angle. But I'd rather, get a chance to run my running back. You gotta run to the right side with this team.
They're playing situational football.
See, they got their X-Factor guys on that side.
And all they're doing is playing pass on every
Plus, that's my weaker side.
Picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
I got a little.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Here's Goff. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
It's like almost impossible to stop
right
for him.
Down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more.
He's going to get open no matter what.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's
Especially
Bunker
considering
on to
I
kick
keep
it away.
moving the plays around. Like I don't run like the same exact
This will be
play
taken in
over.
at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Walker has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, Brissett. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I needed that stop.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Brissett again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And now the
Oh, you didn't grab that? Come on, bro.
Well.
I heard the hands hit it.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. There's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would probably go to their general manager and say, is there any way
I know it was a short one, but I wanted to
you could get a trade
make
for
sure
him,
I get Jones in
to
it.
our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Throwing now. Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? I mean, despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend,
Oh my
it
God,
makes
you
you slower
dropped
to
that.
the football, and it leads to more completions for them. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
And I couldn't throw it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Antoine Woods. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I just ran myself into the ground.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Still shut him out.
So a victory here for the Miami
sucks
Dolphins.
for me.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be
If I'd have
about
got
as good
that
as
play
it
off,
gets.
he'd have
They
been
were
still
incredible.
going.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the
just
shutout
couldn't
at
throw
them.
it
I think
before
they
the
worked in
sack got me.
concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
See, he's becoming a beast. Soon as you got like I'd say he's close, 85. I'd say as soon as you got like an 87, that's a number one CB, and that's a decent number one on teams. Like there's probably teams out there that they might not even have an 85. They might be having a CB out there that's like an 82 or an 80. Like they didn't get a good one. Yes, these dudes are decent. That's where he was lacking. See, he gets in better. That's just this dude's coverage is way better up there. And that's how I'm holding these. That's the whole point. That's how I'm holding a lot of these teams back from being able to pass all over me. That's that my outside linebackers, middle linebackers, like all my dudes are hybrid. And the majority of them are decent at coverage. So that just adds more traffic out there. And it makes the lanes harder to throw through. And it makes harder for the receivers to open up. They got to have a high release and they have to get them out there a little bit. The short range is all gone. Like short and medium, I'm always jamming always up. So they got to take me deep. Then my guys are young and fast, jump pretty high, and they're decent size. So it makes it hard for them to do that to me unless they got an elite back. And they don't air out much. I know that with the computer, so it always puts me in advantage. They sometimes find little gaps in between and get plays on me. See, his shit's been coming up. Like, yeah, he's not. Like, look at his overall being so low, but at the same time, he's like a 70, 80 in these. Like, he's half decent. Like, as soon as they get 5 points each, yeah, this dude's barking. Now, all of a sudden, he's going to be harder to get through. I mean, he ain't no Khalees, but it'll look like it's worth holding them. Yeah, he's finally starting to get up there a little. See, he's a big dude. This dude's 6'8". But that dude up there is just a monster. Like, he's shooting right up and he's going to start matching some of these really good dudes. Like I said, I picked up like tons of talent with this team. Nice. This dude's got a 95. Just made him a beast. When in doubt, hybrid out.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Third and long for Mayfield. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch QB drop.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the score.
Hell of a way to
and his
break the record.
spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him
just
a
tied
little bit,
him.
but they leveraged
Got
it
one more
perfectly
and
and
breaks the
found not
record.
just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. Into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And some room to maneuver.
And then he goes.
And there he goes. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. What a first quarter. His 2nd touchdown, over 100 yards already. This has the makings for him to possibly be a big one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And take a look at this. That offensive line. If he keeps getting holes like that, it will be the big one that you're talking about. And if it is, he needs to start thinking about what kind of gifts he's going to give to those big fellas. Watches, boots, boats. What's it going to be?
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 10. Goff again. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 23 yards on the play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game.
He was going to be open, but I had to get rid of it.
Season.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
But you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. To throw, Mayfield. It's complete to Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing, Mayfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now gone. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll run on first down. Hunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do.
I did that. Totally me. I'm an asshole.
Picked off by Sean Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Muscles by at the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34. Thought they were going to have him down a lot. earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the goal line, but it's
Had him at a throw a
incomplete.
little higher.
The intended
back.
receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Warren should be
Play
good.
action. It's gone.
He just dropped the ball.
But it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The quarterback dropped, had the deep ball in his eyes, threw it out there. Perfect pass. Really nice play.
Is that the one they drew up for us in their production meeting and told us to be on the lookout for?
Yes, it was.
Boy, I think that he threw it better than they drew it up. That was fantastic.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's Williams on the catch. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's caught by
You let him
Parker.
throw it in.
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
He didn't lay him out.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And I just missed him on the flip around. You see
7
that?
yards
He
on the
turns
pickup
around and
there, and
misses
it'll
it.
leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield got his man. It's Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the punt.
All right, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. I'm Metal Mark the Boss. This has been Metal Mark the Boss Twitching. I'll be back with more Madden 2020. I'm cutting this one off a little early because my Twitch cut off on me, so I will be back. Check out my merch store, and yeah, stay safe out there. Like I said, they're doing pretty decent, but I'll come back.